storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
Okay, we've all heard how astrology affects your compatibility when it comes to love, relationships, etc.
Plus the sun sign.
Plus the sun sign. Okay, so for somebody like me, my sun sign is a Taurus, my moon sign is a Cancer. How would I proceed to know, okay, this person will be compatible or this person will not?
Do you know your rising? That's based on the time of birth. Do you know your rising?
Oh, not off the top of my head.
Okay. Let me explain something to you as to why you and I are compatible, just knowing those two pieces. I'm an earth sign, you're an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are earth.
Okay.
Water is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Fire is Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And air is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra.
Okay.
Earth and water get along best, and air and fire get along best. That doesn't mean an air sign can't get along with an earth sign, but it depends on where the moon and the ascendant or the rising sign is. And what most people don't think about when you have a chart done. Now, I'm not an astrologer, but I've done enough over the years to understand it and seen enough charts. Your sun and my sun are compatible as earth signs.
Okay.
Your moon is water, my moon is Taurus. So your water and my Taurus are compatible, but my moon gets with your sun because we're both Taurus. So there's the compatibility there, right?
Gotcha.
Now, when you look at a chart and there's all these angles and points, I can get charts done for a very low price if people are interested. We can do there's the basic natal chart based on your birthday and where you're headed and what you're all about with your signs versus a 6-month projection and a 12-month projection as to what's going to happen versus the soulmate compatibility. So you take your birthday and birth chart with mine or hers or his, and you combine them and you see what you have in common, what you need to work on, or why it's not going to work.
Gotcha.
The Venus, the planet Venus, represents love. Mine's in Capricorn. So the kind of guy I need has to have either a water sign or an earth sign in his Venus for my love to come strong. So love is the Venus in me. I don't know what it is in you. I can get your chart done and we can find out. Then there's Mercury. Like right now it's Mercury retrograde. Whenever you hear Mercury retrograde, it's when the planet Mercury appears to be going in a reversed orbit, and everything that could go wrong technologically, communication-wise, breaking of garage doors, refrigerators, irons, something's going wrong. It's just a wacky time every 3.5 months. Mercury's communication. I have Capricorn in Mercury. So okay. That's the third Capricorn. I'm very grounded, tough, strong, happy, loyal, but you can't mess with me because of all this Capricorn. And people think I'm cold, but I'm really not. It's just what my planets are. My sexuality is Mars and Scorpio. Mars is the sex sign. I happen to have it in Scorpio, so I have a presence. I walk in a room, people always look. I used to think there was something wrong with me, but I've learned it's the sexual presence. And the guy I see is a Scorpio. So that his Scorpio with my Mars in Scorpio, with my sun sign being Earth and he being water, it all starts to connect.
Gotcha.
It'd be interesting to see where you're, and then there's other planets, but I don't pay attention to the Uranus and the Jupiter and the positions there because most of us are pretty generic. But the main soulmate or soul connection, you need sun, moon, ascending, Venus, Mercury, and Mars. Those are your primary planets and elements that are going to help you define a more compatible relationship, whether it's a teacher-student, if they're friends, if you're lovers, if you're going to be married, if you're going to journey around the world with somebody. The compatibility is different. And I think we talked once where there's 3 levels of soulmates. One's compatible, where you don't have sex, but you've got projects and passions and friendship forever, or for however long it lasts. Then you've got the karmic, usually with sex and kids and all that. Or then you got the twin, which is the other half of you that splits sometime on your other life, that at whatever moment it's destined to re-enter, you connect. And that part of you that's searching no longer searches.
Wow.
Yeah, you know. The other half of you is like a puzzle piece. It fits in. You know.
So it's way deeper than what people say online.
Yes.
People are just like,
Oh, gosh.
oh, you're a Taurus. I know you're hard headed. So yeah, it's way deeper than
Much
trivial
more.
things
That's
like that.
part of it. It starts out with the sun sign. What sign are you? What sign are you? It's conversation, but to really understand it, I personally am not an astrologer. It's very mathematical. It's very scientific. Yesterday we had the solar eclipse, which affected a lot of people, and then we've had the Mercury retrograde, and I mean, there's so many elements that change behavior, moods, interests.
I've been sleeping a lot. Like I've been sleeping.
It's draining. It drains. Yeah. Oh yeah. But when you're looking for your true soulmate, I at some point send me your birthday, city and state and time if you know it.
Yeah,
and I'll ask my friend to run the chart.
Okay.
And we'll take a look at what type of person is best for you to give you it's more like a microscope, a little more information on data as to where it's going to hit and it may not hit, or where the conflicts might be because you've got this and she's got that, but you want this and she wants that. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And people struggle for years trying to make it work. And sometimes the square peg doesn't fit a round hole.
It just doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. I hear you. Wow. Okay.
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's a Storm Show.